Yo, so Trump is now person of the year, man. And what's crazy is it's like the whole world wants us to forget that the last 9 years even occurred, man. They spent almost a decade attacking classical liberals left and right and controlling the entire cultural zeitgeist in the Overton window through censorship on social media, even before COVID, silencing political oppositions, censorship during COVID, attacking Trump, demonizing us as fascists the entire time. But now they want us to forget. We've got Amazon and Meta donating to the inauguration. We've got Time Magazine picking Trump again as the person of the year. Isn't this wild, man? Yo, let's watch everyone's reactions, dude. Please like and subscribe. It would mean a lot. I really appreciate it.
We are back 7:38 with the exclusive reveal of the Time 2024 Person of the Year. For the past 97 years, Time has selected the man, woman, group, or concept that's had the most influence on the world, for better or for worse. A quick reminder, these were the 5 finalists here in no particular order: Vice President Kamala Harris, the Princess of Wales, Elon Musk, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and President-elect Donald Trump. And here to make the announcement, Times editor-in-chief Sam Jacobs. Did you bring a drum roll, or would you like us to supply
Please
one?
Provide it.
Okay,
Thank
I don't know how fast. Our audio guys are pretty fast, but
excellent.
Okay, we didn't warn them. Oh, there they go.
There you go.
So who is it going to be?
The person of the year who, for better or for worse, had the most influence on the news in 2024 is Donald Trump.
Okay, there it is. Donald Trump, 2024 Person of the Year. I mean, look, often the person who wins the U.S. presidential election does end up on the cover of this magazine. Tell us about this choice.
This is someone who made a historic comeback, who reshaped the American presidency, and who's reordering American politics. It's hard to argue with the fact that the person who's moving into the Oval Office is the most influential person in the news.
Was this a matter of heated debate inside the Time newsroom? I mean, you had some interesting contenders who you could have made an argument for.
Absolutely. And when you come down to try to pick the sort of, 8 billion people on the planet and who are the 5 billion people, or the 5 people who had the most influence on the news, there's always a hot debate. Although I have to admit that this year was an easier decision than in years past.
Yeah, no question. Your reporters talked to Donald Trump both before, in the springtime.
Yo, easier than years past. Yeah, because who the hell did y'all have on that short list, man? What was that? That was like a who's who of what the hell are you talking about? Dude, oh man. Yo, Jimmy Kimmel, dog. Jimmy Kimmel's got some opinions too, man. And it's kind of hilarious watching this guy cope, dude, for real.
Which brings us to Donald Trump, who got yet another early Christmas gift today. He was named Time Magazine's Person of the Year. That's the cover. Sadly, there's no one left to roll it up and spank him with it. Maybe Elon will do it for him. I don't know. According to the Time website, the Person of the Year is bestowed upon a person, group, or concept that had the biggest impact for good or for ill, which that's him, all right. It was a no-brainer in every sense of the word. Over the years, Trump has had many ups and downs when it comes to Time Magazine. In 2013, he wrote, the Time Magazine list of the 100 most influential people is a joke and a stunt of a magazine that will, like Newsweek, soon be dead. And just took a look at Time Magazine, looks really flimsy, like a free handout at the parking lot. The sad end is coming, just like Newsweek. But in 2015, when they put him on the cover of Time Magazine, a great honor. And then they didn't make him Person of the Year that year. I told you Time Magazine would never pick me as Person of the Year, despite being the big favorite. They picked person who is ruining Germany. But then the next year, thank you to Time Magazine and Financial Times for naming me Person of the Year, a great honor. Sadly, the era of good feelings did not last. Time Magazine called to say I was probably going to be named Person of the Year like last year, but I would have to agree to an interview and a major photo shoot. I said probably is no good and took a pass. Thanks anyway. And then this was today when Trump celebrated his Person of the Yearhood at the New York Stock Exchange. Ding, 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 ding. He jammed his little finger on that bell like it was the Diet Coke button in the Oval Office. That's how long my son would ring a bell. He's 7 years old.
Oh my God, dude. Get over yourself, bro. Yo, and the way he's drudging up old texts. Come on, dude. Are you kidding me? Although I will say, it's hilarious when you watch those texts back to back and you realize, like, kind of low-key how ADD that guy is, Trump, man. Yo, it's kind of funny, dog. Like, yo, I love you. I don't like you. Yo, you're fired. You're fired. It kind of cracks me up a little bit, dude. Yo, Donald Trump will ring the New York Stock Exchange bell as he's named Time's Person of the Year, the AP reports. New York, Donald Trump used his image as a successful New York businessman to become a celebrity, a reality television star, and eventually the president. Now he will get to revel in one of the most visible symbols of success in the city when he rings the opening bell of the New York Stock Exchange on Thursday as he's named Time Magazine's Person of the Year. Trump is expected to be on Wall Street to mark the ceremonial start of the day's trading, according to 4 people with knowledge of his plans. He will be announced Thursday as Time 2024's Person of the Year, according to a person familiar with the selection. The people who confirmed the stock exchange appearance and the Time Award were not authorized to discuss the matter publicly and spoke to the Associated Press on condition of anonymity. Come on, man. Well, it will be a notable moment of twin recognitions for born and bred a New Yorker who at times has been treated the stock market as a measure of public approval and has long prized signifiers of his success in New York's business world and his appearances on the covers of magazines, especially Time. Trump was named Time, the magazine's Person of the Year in 2016 when he was first elected to the White House. He had already been listed as a finalist for this year's award alongside Vice President Kamala Harris, ex-owner Elon Musk, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and Kate, the Princess of Wales. The Time declined to confirm the selection ahead of Thursday morning's announcement. Time does not comment on its annual choice for Person of the Year to publication, a spokesperson for the magazine said Wednesday. Yo, you know what I'm realizing? Hold on. Yo, their shortlist, Vice President Kamala Harris, ex-owner Elon Musk, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu, and then Kate, the Princess of Wales. So Wales is in the UK where they're having all types of issues right now with their immigration. Benjamin Netanyahu would help promote their greater Israel push that they've got going on right now in the Middle East. Ex-Elon Musk owner would be like the new fascist right popping up. You get what I'm saying? Kamala Harris would be like, like minority women finally taking their stand against men. They had these narratives ready to go. Look at this. I really feel like this is a giant propaganda piece. And if you look at who they actually picked on their short list, it was all people who had giant connections to major institutions that could push so they could combat the immigration issues right now. You know what I mean? Like they could use that to try to get positive PR in the UK. Like, dude, this is a giant propaganda piece, yo. They use this as an institution to move culture. That's all right. So I know it's obvious, man, but it's like, whoa, they had these narratives ready to go, and they were picking which one the cultural zeitgeist and the Overton window has room for is really what that was, dude. Time does not comment on its annual choice for Person of the Year. The ringing of the bell is a powerful symbol of U.S. capitalism and a good New York photo opportunity at that. Despite his decades as a New York businessman, Trump has never done it before. The stock market is not a symbol of U.S. capitalism, okay? No, but the stock market is a symbol of neoliberalism and the consolidation of our economy. So guys, I'm dealing with an illness. Please don't judge me for my eyes right now popping up. It was the left one a minute ago. Now it's the right one. Yo, despite he's never done it before, it was unclear whether Trump as a Republican would meet with New York's embattled mayor, Democrat Eric Adams, who warmed to Trump and has not ruled out changing his political party. Whoa. Adams has been charged with federal corruption crimes and is accused of selling influence to foreign nationals. I wonder who else did that. Hunter Biden? He's denied any wrongdoing. Trump himself was once a symbol of New York, but he gave up living full-time in his namesake Trump Tower in Manhattan and moved to Florida after leaving the White House. CNN first reported on Wednesday Trump's visit to the stock exchange, and Politico reported that Trump was expected to be unveiled as Time's Person of the Year. The stock exchange regularly invites celebrities and business leaders to participate in the ceremonial opening and closing of trading. During Trump's first term, his wife, Melania Trump, rang the bell to promote her Be Best initiative on children's well-being. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know that. Last year, Time CEO Jessica Sibley rang the opening bell, to unveil Time Magazine's 2023 Person of the Year, Taylor Swift. Wow, the CEO really wanted to ring the bell. They really wanted to ring the bell. Taylor Swift. Are you kidding me, man? What an irrelevant person to pick. After the November 5th election, the S&P 500 rallied 2.5% for its best day in nearly 2 years. The Dow Jones Industrial Average surged 1,500 points, or 3.6%, while the NASDAQ Composite jumped 3%. All indexes topped records they had set in recent weeks. The U.S. stock market historically tended to rise regardless of which party wins the White House, with Democrats scoring bigger average gains since 1945. Whatever, AP, but Republican could mean big shifts in the winning and losing industries underneath the surface, and investors are adding bets built earlier on what the higher tariffs, lower taxes, and a lighter regulation that Trump favors will mean. Trump has long courted the business community based on his own status as a wealthy real estate developer who gained additional fame as the star of the TV show The Apprentice, in which competitors tried to impress him with their business skills. He won the election in part by tapping into America's deep anxieties about the economy that seemed unable to meet the needs of the middle class. Larger business community has applauded his promise to reduce corporate taxes and cut regulations, but there are also concerns about his stated plans to impose broad tariffs and possibly target companies that he sees as not aligning with his own political interests. Trump spends the bulk of his time in Florida home, but was in New York for weeks this spring during his hush money trial there. He was convicted, but his lawyers are pushing for the case to be thrown out in light of his election. Also on appeal. It's also on appeal. Oh, dude, are you kidding me, man? And then also, he's not targeting people that don't align with his interests. That's the current administration. Are you joking? We were just talking yesterday about the current administration debanking or disfavoring disfavored tech startups. Are you joking, man? Like, the level of projection, it's insane, dude. Like, were they trained exclusively on Zelensky's rules for radicals? This is ridiculous, man. While he spent hours in Manhattan courthouse every day during his criminal trial, Trump took the presidential campaign to the streets of heavily Democratic city, holding a rally in the Bronx that got record numbers. Are you kidding me? Destroyed Kamala Harris's numbers out there, and popping up at settings for working class New Yorkers, a bodega, a construction site, and a firehouse. Trump returned to the city in September to meet with Ukrainian President Vladimir Zelensky at his Manhattan Tower. So it's got two Ys? Yo, this dude's name's got two Ys? At his Manhattan Tower, and gained again in the financial stretch of the presidential campaign, where he held a rally at Madison Square Garden that drew immediate blowback as Speaker made a rude and racist no, that's not true. Yo, man, at the stock exchange, the ringing of the bell, that's crazy. They could not even talk about him being Person of the Year without flat out lying about him over and over again, bro. That's insane, dude. The ringing of the bell has been a tradition since the 1800s. Wow. The first guest to do it was a 10-year-old boy named Leonard Ross in 1956, who won a quiz show answering questions about the stock market. Many times, companies listing on the exchange would ring the bell at 9:30 a.m. to commemorate their initial offering as trades began. But the appearances have become an important marker of culture and politics, something that Trump hopes to seize as he's promised historic levels of economic growth. The anti-apartheid advocate and South African President Nelson Mandela rang the bell as Hollywood star Sylvester Stallone with his castmates as has Hollywood star Sylvester Stallone and other Expendables. So too have actors Robert Downey Jr. and Jeremy Renner for the Avengers movie. Yo, was Robert Downey Jr. high when he did it? And the Olympians Michael Phelps and Natalie Coughlin. In 1985, Ronald Reagan became the first sitting president to ring the bell. With tax reform and budget control, our economy will be free to expand to its full potential, driving the bears back into permanent hibernation. We're going to turn the bull loose. Oh, my God. Trading culture, dude. The crowd of traders on the floor chanted, Ronnie, Ronnie, Ronnie. The Dow Jones Industrial Average climbed in 1985-1986, but suffered a decline in 1987, known as Black Monday. Oh, my God. That's wild. Yo, Trump is Person of the Year. They're all trying to change their tune. Now they're all donating to the inauguration. They're all saying, yo, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to put that there. Yo, if I hurt you, I didn't mean to. Why don't I just grab this? Why don't I just grab the knife that's in your gut, and let me just slowly pull it out. And we'll just pretend that nothing ever happened. Okay? We'll just pretend nothing ever happened. It's ridiculous, man. Yo, I'll see you guys in the next segment.